haven't yet received a single teaser or announcement of Call of Duty 2025, but massive details about Call of Duty 2026 Modern Warfare 4 were just leaked. These details include the full name of the game, including an unusual change to the game's logo, as well as specific details on the campaign, including returning characters, and even details on modern and near-future weaponry and gadgets. So as we dive into it, I would love to know your thoughts about this all down below in the comment section, and to make sure you don't miss any news about future Call of Duty games, be it COD 2025 or COD 2026, hitting that subscribe button down below is completely free and will make sure you never miss the moment new information drops. Diving straight in, and to reiterate again, it is crazy that we're having these leaks about this game when we don't even have a single teaser yet for Call of Duty 2025, let alone when its reveal is going to be. But all of the details about Modern Warfare 4 in this video come courtesy of the Ghost of Hope, who's one of the most credible Call of Duty insiders and leakers within the scene, who has a near perfect track record. The leaks about Modern Warfare 4 from the Ghost of Hope begin by leaking that the game is being developed by Infinity Ward and is currently titled as Modern Warfare 4. He includes an image of what the logo looks like, and if you notice, that 4 looks very different to a normal number 4. And because that is how the number 4 is written in Korean. He explains that the campaign of Modern Warfare 4 is planned to feature both North Korea and South Korea in a significant role, hence explaining why the game's logo will have the Korean number for 4 rather than the English number. He states that the game is going to still be called Modern Warfare 4, and it will still be worded with the English number 4 across social media with hashtags and SEO purposes, but the actual logo itself will contain the Korean number 4 instead of the English number. He then goes on to explain that in terms of factions, Task Force 141, SAS, and then the Republic of Korea Army are going to be the 3 major factions that you'll be playing as within the Modern Warfare 4 campaign, as the idea of the campaign storyline is to take down Makarov and Kony Group, who were doing false flag operations to start a third world war. He then explains that the story of Modern Warfare 4 will directly follow up on the ending of Modern Warfare 3, meaning it will be a direct continuation of the events, and has since confirmed in other tweet replies that there will be a few missions that will take place immediately after the ending of Modern Warfare 3, but most of the game's campaign will take place in the year 2026, which will be the present day when the game will release. With the game being set directly after the ending of Modern Warfare 3, that means it will follow up on the cliffhanger ending that we got where General Shepard was killed by Captain Price, and it will also follow up where Soap was killed by Makarov at the very end of the campaign. And if you didn't know both of those things, then I'm sorry if I just spoiled you, but the game's nearly 2 years old. The fact the game is set immediately after Modern Warfare 3 is very interesting, because with this time period setting of the game in modern day at the time of release in 2026, it feels like a no-brainer that they would connect some of the story to the elements of the Black Ops 2 storyline that took place in 2025. And as all Call of Duty games are now connected canonically in their timelines, that would have been a really good moment for them to connect the storylines to Black Ops 2's 2025 to Modern Warfare 4's 2026. Hearing it take place a year after Black Ops 2, you'd imagine that it would be quite a futuristic game, but according to the Ghost of Hope, the game is currently planned to feature some futuristic technology and some futuristic weaponry, but most of the weapons and the actual era that the game is set in will stay mostly modern, which I think is a positive thing, because with all the rumors about Black Ops 7 being a semi-futuristic game which could involve some elements of movement like wall running, it sounds like this will be more grounded and just stay boots on the ground without any of the futuristic movement. Now, of course, with all of this information being so far out from any reveal for this game, all of it needs to be taken with a grain of salt. However, the Ghost of Hope has very rarely been wrong, and to leak details like this so far in advance that are this specific must mean that there is some weight to what he's saying. Now, this is the first major leak that we've seen about Modern Warfare 4/Call of Duty 2026 so far, but there's already been a few other pieces of information floating around over the last few months that also came from the Ghost of Hope, where he claimed that the game is being developed for the next generation Xbox. And when we say next generation Xbox, we mean the Xbox that comes after Series X, like the next version, like the equivalent of a PS6. If this rumor is true, then this could be the first hint of a next generation Xbox actually releasing, and with the idea of Call of Duty 2026 obviously releasing at the end of 2026, that would mean that a next next-gen Xbox could also release around that time as well. This would also finally mean that Call of Duty can finally push the boundary a bit more and take advantage of the PS5 and Xbox Series X exclusively, as they wouldn't need to be creating a version of the game for PS4 and Xbox One that would still run at 60 FPS. Another rumored leaked detail about Modern Warfare 4 is that it's likely that DMZ is going to be returning as the third game mode inside of Modern Warfare 4, replacing zombies that we would traditionally see in Treyarch games. This was first shared by the Ghost of Hope all the way back in January of 2025, saying the DMZ returns as the third game mode. Over the last few months, several data miners over on Twitter have also found code within the COD HQ that references that DMZ is going to be featured in Call of Duty 2026. And according to the Ghost of Hope's tweet, says that DMZ will have its own map, if not several of its own maps, and a dedicated fork version of Warzone's engine. It will share a map set within Ground War instead of sharing the same Battle Royale map, which is really good. And they're currently debating whether to make it PvE or PvPvE, or both. Now again, with the nature of how long ago this tweet was, all the way back at the start of the year, a lot of things might have changed with DMZ. As me personally, it should stick as a PvPvE mode, as DMZ launched in a beta phase and stayed that way all throughout Modern Warfare 2. But I really enjoyed DMZ. I thought it had a lot of potential and is definitely something very unique to Modern Warfare that I think needs to stay. And with all of what we've discussed so far from the Ghost of Hope's leaks, it's very interesting as a user replied called @VondiIsPog, who said that his info must be outdated or highly misinterpreted. Very interesting to see how this project turns out. And that's because back in February of 2025, this user posted a bunch of details about the campaign for Modern Warfare 4 as well. Some of it matches what was leaked today and others are drastically different, explaining that the main antagonist will be Makarov's inner circle along with the Russian Federation. There's also some sort of side plot involving South Korea, but unsure what exactly it will entail. This does line up with what was leaked today, but seemingly the specifics were actually quite off, because the Ghost of Hope said that that entire leak is very outdated or just plain wrong. He's not going to say that it was made up, because it does mention South Korea, which was brushed off as a non-important factor when apparently it's the entire basis of the campaign. What is interesting is the leak from February also references a New York City mission, which was apparently data mined in the middle of last year via the COD HQ. Part of the leak/rumors shared by VondiIsPog back in February mentioned that there is some sort of New York City mission, although rather than it being an invasion like the original Modern Warfare 3, it seems that this could be some sort of terror attack by Makarov, being a false flag attack posing as Russia. And supposedly this mission will also be a flashback mission taking place shortly after Modern Warfare 3. It is interesting to see the Ghost of Hope reply to this all the way back when it was first posted in February, saying that these games and their campaigns always seemingly change through production, so I'm curious how much of this sticks, if at all, for the game. Cool info though. Overall though, if any of these details are legitimate, which I assume at least some of this is, as Ghost of Hope has a really solid track record when it comes to this, it sounds like Modern Warfare 4 is shaping up to be a pretty good Modern Warfare game by the sounds of it. If the Korean setting is true, then it is very unique and something very different that we have not seen Call of Duty do before. But if we want any official details on this leak, then we're going to have to wait all the way until 2026. So we've got a long time before we'll get any official confirmation of any of these leaks being real or not, but it's just something to consider and is extremely interesting to talk about. Let me know your thoughts about this all in the comment section down below of the first details of Modern Warfare 4.